Those tiny dark dots on your nose. You've scrubbed them, squeezed them, stripped, and they keep coming back. What if the problem was never the blackheads themselves? What if it was everything you were doing before you even touched your skin? Korean skincare has been obsessing over pore health for decades, not by attacking the skin, but by understanding it. The philosophy is simple. Skin that is balanced, hydrated, and gently maintained will clean itself from within. The goal was never to strip your pores bare. The goal was to create conditions where they simply stop clogging in the first place. So today, we step away from the harsh, the aggressive, the desperate, and we begin something different. Think of your pore as a tiny tunnel in your skin. At the bottom of that tunnel, a small gland produces oil called sebum. Sebum is not your enemy. It's actually your skin's natural moisturizer, its built-in shield. But when dead skin cells accumulate at the surface of that tunnel, they trap the sebum inside. The oil mixes with debris and oxidizes when it meets air. That oxidation turns it dark. That dark dot you see, it was never dirt. It was your skin working hard, just without the right help to release what it was holding. So the solution isn't violence, it's flow, it's softening, it's creating the right environment for the skin to let go. Step-by-step process. Step 1, the first cleanse. Oil meets oil. We begin with an oil cleanser. Dispense a few drops into your palms and warm it between your hands. Feel it silky light, almost weightless. Press it gently onto a dry face and begin to massage in slow circular motions. This is chemistry working in your favor. Oil dissolves oil. The cleanser is reaching into those pores and loosening the sebum that has been sitting there, hardened, compacted, waiting. You'll feel a slight warmth building under your fingertips as circulation rises. Add a few drops of water and watch it emulsify, turning from clear to milky white. That transformation means it's lifting, taking everything with it. Rinse slowly with lukewarm water. Your skin already feels different, lighter, like something let go. Step 2, the second cleanse. Deep and gentle. A gentle foam cleanser now, not a stripping one, not one that leaves your skin squeaking and tight. That tightness is not cleanliness, that tightness is dehydration. Work the foam across your face in soft upward strokes, paying attention to the nose and chin, the zones where pores cluster most densely. Let the foam sit for 20 seconds, let it work without you. Rinse thoroughly with cool water this time. The coolness is important. It signals to your pores to ease back down after the warmth of cleansing. Pat dry, don't rub. The skin you're holding right now has been through enough. Step 3, steam, the softening. Now we prepare the skin for what's coming. Warm steam, not scalding, not uncomfortable, just warm, humid air settling gently over your face. A bowl of hot water and a clean towel draped over your head. Or a warm, damp cloth held against your skin for 60 seconds. Close your eyes. Feel the warmth open you up. Not just your pores, but something in your chest too. The stillness, the ritual of it. This is not a step to skip. Steam softens the keratin plugs inside the pores. It makes everything that follows easier, more effective, more gentle. 30 seconds, a minute at most. Lift your face, pat lightly, and move forward. Step 4, BHA exfoliation, the quiet worker. This is the step that changes everything, and most people either skip it entirely or use it far too aggressively. A BHA, salicylic acid, is oil-soluble, which means it doesn't just sit on the surface of your skin. It travels inside the pore, dissolving the oil and debris from the inside out. It's precise quiet, invisible in its work. Apply a thin layer with a cotton pad or your fingertips to areas of concern. The nose, the chin, the T-zone. You won't feel a dramatic burn, you shouldn't. A slight tingle at most, a warmth that lets you know it's working. Leave it for 3 to 5 minutes, don't layer anything over it yet. Let it do its job in silence. Step 5, the extraction. Slow and intentional. This is the moment you came for, and it requires patience. Using clean hands or a professional extraction tool, you begin very gently. Pressure applied around the pore, not on top of it. Think of it like encouraging something to surface rather than forcing it out. The pores that were softened by steam, loosened by oil, treated by the BHA, they yield easily now. You'll feel almost no resistance. What emerges is not painful. It is simply satisfying. Deeply, quietly satisfying. Move slowly. Don't chase every single one. Don't press harder to get more. If a pore resists, it isn't ready, and forcing it will only bruise the surrounding tissue and make things worse. This is not a battle. It is an invitation. When you've finished, resist the impulse to examine aggressively in the mirror. Step back. The skin looks cleaner already. The texture smoother, the surface more even under the light. Step 6, calm and close. Immediately after extraction, the skin is open and slightly vulnerable. This is a beautiful moment, but it requires gentleness. Apply a thin layer of calming toner, something with Centella asiatica or green tea or aloe vera. Press it into the skin with your palms rather than wiping it across. Feel the coolness. Feel the skin receiving it. The redness you might see will fade. The slight inflammation will settle. You are telling the skin, the work is done, you are safe now. A clay mask, optional but deeply satisfying, can now go across the nose and chin for 10 minutes. It will draw out any remaining residue, tighten the appearance of pores, and leave the skin looking almost poreless when it's rinsed away. Common mistakes, let's pause here, because there are a few things that undo all of this work, and they're more common than you'd think. The first mistake is skipping the oil cleanse and going straight to extraction. Without loosening the sebum first, you're trying to remove something that isn't ready to move. You end up damaging the pore wall instead of clearing it. The second mistake is over-exfoliating, using BHA every single day because you want faster results. But the skin needs time to recover between treatments. 2 to 3 times a week is enough. More than that, and you're stripping the protective barrier, which causes the oil glands to overcompensate and produce more sebum, more oil, more clogging, the opposite of what you wanted. The third mistake is touching the skin immediately after extraction without sanitizing. Open pores are briefly more susceptible. Unwashed hands, certain products with comedogenic ingredients, they can introduce bacteria into the exact pores you just cleared. Slow is fast here. Patience is the real technique. Thank you for watching.